Hey, Patriarchy here. Hope you assholes are all doing well. Okay, let's get into this one pretty quick. But let me just say, with the election going on right now, I know a lot of videos are going to be about that because the SJWs and media are going crazy. It was a big deal, and sure, a lot of my content's going to focus on that. But I'm going to stay on my main thing here, which is looking at SJW fails and us all rejoicing in that. So I don't want people to think that I'm just going to go all political. This is an entertainment channel, and I still want to talk about a lot of the fun things going on that aren't as serious as, who's the president of the United States. This is serious stuff, and I don't want to get too political on this channel. So let's all enjoy something positive together. You know those terrible Bud Light commercials Seth Rogen and Amy Schumer were doing? Those really fucking terrible commercials, like you saw them at the Super Bowl and stuff, that kept pushing all these SJW things with Schumer, who is the SJW fucking queen right now, the Hillary Clinton supporter, which that didn't work out, and Seth Rogen, who's just there, I guess, to get like the stoner guys on his side or something. I don't know. But this is from Breitbart, which is a very right leaning publication, but I don't think they're being biased here because this you can read this anywhere. Bud Light pulls plug on Amy Schumer Seth Rogen ad campaign as sales drop. Adweek reports that AB InBev pulled the ads a little earlier than expected, though a spokesman for the brewer said the ad campaign was always scheduled to end in the fall. The campaign, which launched just before the Super Bowl earlier this year, features the Canadian actor and Inside Amy Schumer comedian using Americans to join a urging Americans to join a mock Bud Light political party in a play on this year's presidential race. So they were trying to do a satirical commercial series based off the election, which is fine. That's actually kind of a fun idea. The problem is, you'll find out as we go down the road, it was all just like regressive left type politics. I mean, it was all very. I mean, it was. I don't even. If they were making fun of that, if they were making fun of the SJWs and some of this stuff, it would have made more sense. But we'll go through some of the ads. I'm not going to show them all here. I might show the equal pay one. But the first one they show here, Bud Light Party, labels, because that's how you label people and do things. That was a lot to do with identity politics. That's what a lot of that was. One advertisement in the campaign, Equal Pay, received a strongly negative reaction online. In it, the pair decry the gender wage gap while Schumer plugs the beer by preferring that it costs the same whether you're a dude or a lady. The comment section beneath the YouTube video of the ad has since been disabled. Yeah, no fucking shit. This is what always happens. You guys do these terrible fucking things. Like, you spread the myth of the wage gap, because that's just all you guys have. You like to make up things to make women look oppressed, the pink tax. And then when we start yelling at you guys or calling you out for your shit, you disable. You're like Zarna Joshi. Oh, disabled comments. Wow. Lacey Green doesn't like people leaving negative comments. She doesn't debate people at colleges. Wow. You really have a lot of strength in numbers, I guess. You thought you did. The election didn't show that. Um, but it's funny you guys think that you believe in these things so much, but you won't have that debate with other people to hear other ideas. Doesn't seem like you're that strong in your belief, Amy. Let's look at that ad for a little bit. I don't know if I'll get a fucking. Oh God, am I gonna get a copyright thing here? Fuck, this is a tough call. I don't know. Can I use the fucking equal pay thing? Well, I'll play it anyway. Fuck it. I don't care.
Women don't get paid as much as men, and that is wrong.
And we have to pay more for the same stuff.
What?
Yeah, cars,
What?
dry cleaning,
What?
shampoo.
What? You pay more but get paid less? That is double wrong. I'm calling everyone I know, and I'm telling them about this. This has got to stop.
Okay, like, see, that's all bullshit. Women don't get paid less. Women just earn less because they work less and don't have the same kind of jobs men have. Women don't have to pay more for shampoo. That's the pink tax argument. That's that women have to pay more. Women choose to buy those products. Women shampoo and men shampoo. There's no such thing. Shampoo. You don't have to buy women's shampoo. It only costs more because it has more ingredients in it because women's hair is longer and usually women want softer hair. A lot of men don't care. They'll use really cheap shampoo for their hair. Basic stuff. And they're talking to advertise as Bud Light. Everyone pays the same price for Bud Light. Everyone pays the same price for pretty much everything. Women don't get paid less. I don't know if I thought this was at first trying to make fun of that because Seth Rogen's like, women get paid less? But it's like they're selling that like that's real and that's fake. And I think that's why a lot of people were negative on this because for some reason they thought that people would believe that and not use like 5 minutes of common sense. Not even 5 minutes, 5 seconds. But, I'm giving the average American out there a little bit more time. Um, Yeah, of course that didn't do well. Despite continued positive signs in brand health evolution driven by millennials and Hispanics, despite continued positive signs in brand health evolution. That's so funny. The third quarter was the softest performance of Bud Light for the year from a volume and share perspective. Bud Light Senior Director of Marketing Communications Lisa Wezer told Adweek the Bud Light Party campaign helped us improve these brands' attributes, but it did not translate to improved volume and share performance. While we are clearly not satisfied with Bud Light's performance, we are already leveraging what we've learned to develop and execute new work. Yeah, this is because you guys tried to push an agenda, a political agenda. This isn't funny. This isn't comedy parody. It's Amy Schumer subtly saying, "Isn't it funny that you guys don't get these things?" This is all of her comedy. It's always like, "Look, I'm looking at the world through this lens of a woman, a feminist, and how oppressed I am by men with my by being a slut and talking about my vagina all the time and making movies like Trainwreck where I need a guy to make me happy because I party too much, but I'm an independent woman." Um, yeah, I mean, I hate Amy Schumer. I'm just gonna say I'm a little biased here. I don't hate Seth Rogen, but the fact they even got Amy Schumer, who do they think is the Amy Schumer fan base? I mean, I know Trainwreck was a hit. It was. It made 100 million, and I know her show does well. But a lot of that's a certain audience. That's a niche audience. Like Seth Rogen, you could say is pretty much a guy who's been in a lot of different things. He's kind of a hit all over different demographics, kids markets, adults. Do you know that men buy beer? The majority of beer is bought by men, drank by men. They even try to market beer to women. It doesn't work. They've tried. It's just marketing research. Women don't like beer as much as men. So when you do ads that are basically saying men are sexist in some kind of skies that you're trying to raise awareness, you're just pissing off your base. I mean, why didn't you advertise like most beer commercials? You make a joke or you have fun with men. I mean, you can even find beer commercials that break down the stereotypes about men who drink and stuff and sexism. This wasn't funny because what's the joke? The joke is them talking about things that aren't true. I mean that's what so much of this is. Who wrote this shit? This is fucking terrible. I mean, Bud Light goes, "Hey, let's jump down the fucking regressive left thing and put commercial in the Super Bowl. That'll win people over. That's what people want when they buy beer. They want to think about politics and all that shit." I mean, really. I mean, this is just another fucking arrogant media celebrity thing where they think that they can define everyone, the culture, and how everyone feels because they're standing for the right. They're morally right, not the right political, but they're the right people. They're right. They're better than her. Seth and Amy are going to tell you how it is, and they're smart celebrities. Amy Schumer is such a genius because she's a famous woman. That makes her so much smarter than you. AbbVie reportedly cut its revenue projections for the year on Friday due to weaker than expected third quarter sales, including a 5.1% drop in Brazil, a disappointing result given the brand's sponsorship of the Olympics. After pulling the plug on Schumann Rogan's advertisements in the US, the company will instead focus on sponsorships of Lady Gaga's Drive Bar tour and its brand's partnership with the NFL. Lady Gaga now, too. I mean, the NFL. I mean, it's like they don't know what market they're going to. It's just because less millennials are drinking these types of beers. They're going more to craft beers. These they're not drinking these name brand beers as much. I mean, I remember Yingling, the guy on Yingling, he endorsed Trump, and everyone was saying they were going to drink Yingling anymore. Well, he won the presidency, so apparently a lot of people are going to keep drinking Yingling. Um, I mean, it's just weird with this. I was very happy to read this because I hated those commercials. I hated Amy Schumer was getting any kind of recognition with this. I hate that she was going out there saying putting the wage gap in like Super Bowl commercial. I mean, it was bad when Obama says stuff like that, but this is really like, oh, how many times are you guys going to fall back on the same straw man made up narratives with the wage gap and the pink tax and systemic sexism and all these things and white privilege? And then when we ask you for actual proof and we debunk the things that you provide us with, and then we're willing to have a discussion, then you guys want to do this. You want to put it in our commercials. You want to put it in our fucking beer commercials. You want to put it everywhere. And you guys did this all year. Celebrities did this all year. The Avengers did a fucking ad where they told you who to vote for. Aziz Ansari did a video. Bryan Cranston did a video. These are all people that I like. I like all these people. I think they're cool. What the fuck were they thinking turning a camera on themselves and telling people to not vote for Donald Trump? I didn't vote for Trump, but I'm just saying you don't tell people to go out and vote and then tell them not to vote for someone. That's such a big mistake because then even if they don't support that person, some people get pissed by that attitude. Like they should just think like you, and that's what this commercial was all about. It was like, hey, you like beer and all that. Everyone likes to drink beer, men and women. But let's talk about the wage gap and how women don't get paid as much as men. But, at least Bud Light costs the same price, so Bud Light's all for equality. Yay, feminism! What a genius marketing strategy that did not work out. As far as I'm concerned, I hope people quit buying Bud Light. It's the shittiest fucking beer on the market. As someone else has said in many videos, it tastes like throw up that somebody put back in the bottle and then drank again. It is awful. It is shit beer. I do not know why it ever became popular. It must be because most people don't actually have a good taste for beer, or they like to buy the cheapest thing they know. So, does commercials even matter? I mean, people don't fucking care about quality. I mean, McDonald's sells more burgers than anywhere else. That doesn't mean a Big Mac's the best burger in the world now, does it? Maybe they'll learn something here that from this and the election and all these things this year that they kept doubling down on these SJW things. Let's look back at 2011, 2012 when feminism was getting huge. Lacey Green was huge. Anita was getting huge. Before they started getting countered by people like Sargon or Thunderfoot, before that started happening, they were really gaining notoriety, and it was popular. You could market movies on that. You could do things on that. So they tried to do that with Ghostbusters. It didn't work. They tried to do that with the beer marketing. It didn't work. And they tried to push that kind of identity politics, moral argument on the election, and it didn't work. None of this stuff is working because you're being condescending. It's very arrogant. You're not treating everyone equally. You're telling them you have to buy into my perspective and buy into my words. My words are so heavy and important, and you're not saying anything that deep or profound. It may be charismatic or funny or well performed, but it's not a new idea, and it doesn't convince me to think the way you do. And I think a lot of people really got tired of that this year. I mean, really being told that they were sexist to go see Ghostbusters. I mean, that's why that movie bombed. I mean, we've seen a lot of that this year. These things where they try to push the sexist narrative on something that's primarily a guy thing, like beer or the Ghostbusters franchise, and then the men don't respond to it, and then they get mad about it and cry sexism again. How about you actually know your audience, make your product for your audience, and understand how to market and advertise things? You guys are fucking idiots. You could learn something from fucking Disney. They know how to advertise to everyone. I mean, God, every movie they make has women and men in it, and also they have talking animals in the fucking Jungle Book. People don't care. You just have to market something so people think it looks good. Also, why don't you try and make something good? Bud Light, maybe your beer's just shit, and people are starting to finally get good taste, or they're not going to drink it anymore. More power to them. Amy Schumer and Seth Rogen endorsing you makes me think that their beer taste is not worth even hearing. So, fuck you guys. Fuck Schumer. In fact, fuck Seth Rogen for doing this shit. And Sausage Party was fucking disappointing despite its atheist message. I don't care if it had an atheist message. You fucking played your cards way too early, Seth. I'm sick of your shit. You guys are like one-trick ponies. You're trying to hang on to 2012 when you were peaking. And all of these people are thinking, hey, people still like this. The young college kids, the millennials, they like Amy Schumer. They like Seth Rogen. They like this. They like feminism. It's not working anymore, okay? Everyone's getting tired of this shit. It's so fucking annoying. Like, you're not marketing. You're not doing it. Like, Stephen Colbert talked about this, how it's a poison. That, we did too much this year. We had too much poison. It was too fun. And what he means is things like this. Why do they have to make beer commercials political? Why couldn't they just be beer commercials? People got too annoyed with the oversaturation in the media and pop culture and everything with politics this year, and it became a joke. And that's how reality star won the presidency. And that's why ads like this don't work and why they're not going to work in the future. And that's why people like Lacey Green are always going to get made fun of, or the Milo Stewarts, or the Anita Sarkeesians, all those radical feminists out there, the Smugly Puffs or the Triggly Puffs. It's because we have to make fun of them because they get to work for fucking Bud Light, or they get to affect politics. It's because they want to push this stuff into the political world, and then they made our election fucking crazy. We need to get back to rational discussion and let advertising be advertising, video games be video games, movies be movies, beer be beer, beer just be fucking beer. I'm sick of this shit. I'm done with this. So until next time, this is the Patriarchy, and you can all go fuck yourselves.